Hey y'all, Irix Guy here. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. It's youtube.com/Irix Guy. And share this video and any of my videos with others. Y'all have a good day.
Hey y'all, Irix Guy here, and I wanted to do just a quick video review of the LG 4K TV. Now this one, and you can check the link within this video's description, but this is a smart TV that also has 3D capabilities. Now I didn't get it for the 3D capabilities because personally I don't plan to use that, but what I did get it for is the ability to have apps built in, which is nice. If you're going with a 4K TV now, there's a good chance that your cable provider, your satellite provider, etc., they probably will not have 4K content, at least at the time of posting this. But if you get a smart TV such as this one, and as you can see here, there's a plethora of other apps as well, but I've got Netflix, I've got Amazon, I've got YouTube, I've got Hulu, Vudu, and the list goes on. But what I can do, I can go to YouTube, and like if you go to Irix Guy's Adventure channel, youtube.com/Irix Guy, that being the channel you're watching right now, you're going to find a ton of 4K Ultra HD videos. So I could go to YouTube here and I could watch those in 4K, true 4K, on this TV. So that's really cool. Also the Netflix has a growing library of 4K content. So does Amazon Instant Video. So you know, if you want to have that 4 times the resolution of HD, which is 4K, it's 4 times the physical size, this is a good way to experience it today. And now a lot of people argue saying, oh, you know, you're early adopters, you need to wait. Well, actually, and you can check the link within this video's description for current pricing, but the TVs have gone down drastically. And it's not a situation, at least in my opinion, to where someone is being an early adopter or something, because you get other perks too. If you're watching a Blu-ray or TV, in my case I use Uverse, if you're watching that, this TV upscales, so it'll take 1080p content or other types of content, it'll take that content and upscale it to 4K. So even though it's not actually being broadcast in 4K, when you watch it on this TV, you should definitely notice a visual improvement. And I know if you're like me and you had a previous TV and then you disconnected it and then immediately connected this, I mean the difference is immediately obvious in my opinion. I mean, it's not like, well, is this better? No, I mean, at least for me, I mean, it was highly apparent that the clarity was just a lot greater. Now also with this TV you get this here, which is referred to, I think they call it the Magic Remote, but it's really nice because I've got my Uverse, I've got everything. This is the only remote, and I've got my Bose 321 sound system. All of that is powered by this, controlled by this remote now, so I don't have to have multiple remotes. That's a nice thing. And you can see the little cursor on the screen. This is kind of like a Nintendo Wii controller. If you've ever used Nintendo Wii, you know how it's kind of, you move your hand around and it moves. So that's kind of cool to be able to point and click on the various TV functions. And the setup of this is something that I really wanted to compliment LG for, is that it's all menu driven. So I didn't have to go into this remote and enter key codes on a keypad, that sort of thing. I selected the brand of the equipment, and then it provided a list of options. And I know with the Bose, for example, had to scroll through about I think 5 options of Bose that it listed, and then finally I got the one that worked, and they had a little calibration tool where you would power on and off the device and adjust volume, etc., to confirm that it actually works with that particular code. So it was a very user-friendly experience. And I like this is called WebOS. Now you will need, to take advantage of the smart TV functions, obviously you'll need internet connection. And based upon what you're using it for, if you're using 4K, for example, you're going to need a faster internet connection. Now there's been a lot of people that have said, oh, you can't stream 4K unless you have, I think they say over 20 megs per second or something. And I know for a fact that mine's only about 18 megs per second, maybe a little bit less, and I was able to stream 4K with mine. So I don't know if that's the same situation for everyone, but I was able to stream 4K. I've streamed 4K from YouTube and Amazon both. I haven't tried the Netflix 4K yet, just because I don't have the 4K Netflix plan. But I did watch just standard, just your regular high definition Netflix, and with the up conversion. For example, one of the shows I like, that Orange is the New Black, on Netflix. It's a Netflix exclusive series. I was able to watch that. I just watched it in standard, high definition, like I've been doing with the previous TV. But when I watched it on this, because of the up conversion, the visual quality was just mind blowing. I mean, it's a huge difference. And there's a lot of people, as I've mentioned previously, and if you do a Google search or anything, you're probably going to find people that complain about 4K and, oh, you've got to have a massive TV for it to even be noticeable. Well, this is only a 55-inch TV. And for me, and granted I do have 20/20 vision, but for me, the difference is very, very noticeable. Now this is another good thing about this TV. This has what's called an IPS display. Now if you're not super techy, or super technical rather, I guess I should say, you may not know what's important about an IPS display. But if you've ever looked at a less expensive television and you've stepped to the side, you've noticed that it may become a little bit blurry. With an IPS display such as this one, if you're to the side, if you're directly in front of it, you're still going to get that very high quality view. The clarity is going to be very good, and that's something that if you don't get an IPS, you're going to be, especially if it's in a large room, you're going to be limiting your viewing location. So that's something to consider. Now there's a lot of TVs out there. Again, this is the LG, which I really like, because what's built into this, called the Web OS, LG's Web OS, to me is very user friendly, and it's just a great user experience. And actually, I was using with my previous TV that wasn't a 4K like this one. I was using an Xbox One with it for the Netflix, etc. What's great about the smart TV is that I've got all that built in, so I don't have to deal. The only item that I've got connected to it that has to be connected is my AT&T UVerse box, because that's not built in. And I think I'm actually going to switch to an LG sound bar to further improve the look of this TV, because I've got those speakers beside it that are wired. With the sound bar, I would just have it directly below the TV, and it would have an optical audio going into the TV, and then the sound bar has a wireless subwoofer that I would use in conjunction with that. So stay tuned. You can find that within this video's description. But that's something that I plan to add, just to make things look a little bit cleaner and have less clutter on the dresser. So that's, TVs are evolving, and if you're on the hunt for a 4K TV, and again, I did my due diligence. I went out and looked at a variety of brands. There's a lot of good 4K TVs on the market, but check the link within this video's description, because you can find this one. This particular one is the one within this video's description. It's the LG 55-inch. This also does 3D. It came with 2 pairs of 3D glasses. They're basically just like a plastic-looking pair of glasses. You don't have to deal with batteries or anything for them. And there is a 3D button on the remote. I turned it on. Yeah, it does look 3D. Is it something I'm really going to use? Probably not. Although it does work, it's just something that's not my thing. It came with 3D and also smart TV, so that was just kind of an added bonus that I probably won't use. But yeah, check the link within this video's description for some other TV options too. Although I feel that, based upon my personal due diligence, that at the time of posting this, in my opinion, this is the best 4K Ultra HD television on the market. And like I said, I have not had any complaints so far, from setup to updating. That's another thing. You just plug in a network cable. It's got Wi-Fi as well if you don't have a wired network jack beside your TV. But updating it's simple. I updated the firmware. It was just a simple click here, check to see which firmware it has installed. Oh, there's an update available. There is an update available. Would you like to install it, kind of thing? And I said yes. Just a super duper interface. And all of these apps down here that you see on the bottom, you can customize that. Like what I did, I arranged them in the particular order that I have here. I've got my Uverse, which is my TV. Then I've got Netflix, Amazon, YouTube, which are the three things that I use. Hulu I haven't really used, but it's there. If you want to take some of this stuff off, you can take it off. It's very customizable. So again, great TV for a 4K Ultra HD TV. I feel that it's a very good price. These things, obviously when they first came out, were cost prohibitive for many people. But now I feel that they're an affordable option. So if you're looking for a new TV, again, check the link within this video's description. I've got this one there. I've got some other TVs there as well. But this is the one that I chose, based upon my exhaustive research that I performed. So thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe. YouTube.com/IrixGuy. Y'all have a good day.